13. This is Dalek Mod Update 59. Silence will fall. I did another reaction named Movie Volume 8 teaser. Check it out at the here. Oh, yeah, right here. Please check it out. But I heard this update is a little bit different. I heard. But anyways, let's get started.
Merry Christmas! No, not the holiday. It's the town on Trenzalore where you have to defend the villagers from aliens, just like the 11th Doctor. In this Dalek mod update, the exploration update, I've improved some planets, the main one being Trenzalore, a planet engulfed in darkness where daylight only lasts a couple of minutes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's the Doctor's grave, the giant TARDIS? It isn't here. That's because we're in the timeline of Time of the Doctor where he did not die. But what you will find is many new aliens landing on the planet and fighting each other. Let's take a look at some of the new mobs first. These are the monoids from the story The Ark. The Doctor is actually shown to have defeated them on Trenzalore as shown by this Easter egg. Now these creatures aren't fearless as they'll run away once there's Yeti nearby. These abominable snowmen aren't real Yeti, but robots controlled by the Great Intelligence. If you're not familiar with Classic Who, you might remember this villain as Dr. Simeon from Series 7, who also controlled the Whispermen. Another monster from the second Doctor's era is the Quarks. They only appeared once on TV, but were responsible for many invasions in other Doctor Who media. You only find these tiny cute robots in and around their spaceships on Trenzalore. Well, depending on your computer spawn code is still weird. Moving on to the third Doctor's era, we have the Axons, which drop gold, and the Sea Devils. These aquatic Silurians lived on Earth before mankind and thus only spawn in the Minecraft Classic time zone. Now, don't be a stupid ape. A Sea Devil will never harm you unless provoked. Why am I feeling nauseous? It's a whatever. Their poison can give you nausea when they attack you. These insectoid creatures can be found here in the Trenzalore forests, along with some spiders and friendly sheep. I love sheep. Underground on Trenzalore, you can find various ores. I made a poll on our Discord where people could vote on which ores to add, and the winners were iron, gold, steel and diamond. And this scorched granite might look like a boring black block, but it's actually rather useful when it comes to crafting. Granite, or granite, I don't know, in Dutch, can be used for about a dozen roundels. I've redone the recipes for many roundels so that you can easily craft them in survival for TARDIS customization. They all follow the same shape. One central item followed by 4 surrounding items, and putting them in a plus shape will give you the full roundels, and putting them in an X shape will give you half roundels. All these ingredients are on the Dalek mod Wikia for roundels, so you can know the recipe without the use of external mods. Speaking of which, I've redone our entire advancement system to make it easier for new players to know how to progress in the mod. It'll show basic steps like making a TARDIS, but also has some cool challenges, like crossing all 6 biomes on Trenzalore. If you complete this advancement, you'll get a bunch of experience. Different mobs will spawn in each biome. In these big crater biomes, you'll find squads of Sontarans fighting Daleks. The lighting you hear in the distance is from another alien fighting them, protecting Trenzalore. They're on your side, so don't try and harm them. It's not like you can win from them anyways. They're called... what were they called again?
Silence.
What was I even talking about?
Silence!
Oh yeah, shh! We're in a graveyard, shh!
Oh, come on!
This is the graveyard biome, and these store graves even show a different name every time. A bunch of community members, ourselves, and even some Doctor Who characters. Now, I couldn't have made Trenzalore without the help of people with beta access on the server designing houses for Christmas, May, Jesse and Daniel for modeling some monsters, and the winners from the beta spaceship building contest. Let's travel to another planet with the TARDIS. John has added 2 new TARDIS Chameleon cartridges, the 2D Doom exterior and this Mario part for the anniversary. Now finally that Mario guy will stop asking us in the comment section about this. These exteriors aren't the most exciting thing though, well except if you're Mario. We have a new coral interior by Danita and a complete new design for the TARDIS monitor GUI by John.
That's cool.
Just look at these awesome graphics, way cooler than what we had. The TARDIS flight panel also got some tweaks by Josiah. Now, many people have had problems flying the TARDIS in the vortex, but that's now fixed. And if you're flying through the world, he added the ability for you to land on top of mobs, or rather bouncing on them, and if you do that enough, it'll flatten them. It's just a funny cosmetic effect.
Powerful machine and Doctor Who.
Alright, now let's choose a new planet to go to. Vortis, the web planet. Let's shift click to open both doors. Make sure to enable bowtie Soto, blah blah blah. The tutorial is in the tutorials playlist at the end. Not only does Vortis have these rocky mountains where the Zarbi and Menoptera live, if you go down you'll find the Vortis desert, illuminated by fluorescent flowers. In the sand you'll find 2 large hostile mobs, the Husks and the Sandmen from the Peter Capaldi episode Sleep No More, which was actually one of my favourite episodes of Series 9. Boosh, that's right, you heard me. Speaking of sand, I've made it so that you can now melt the alien sand to get coloured glass directly. Finally, let's go to the moon. You're probably already familiar with the cyber ships here, but like the cyber mats which spawn around them now have a better model and larger hitbox, so it isn't such a pain to hit them and just aim correctly. Now, you guys also complained that all the Moonrock variants were annoying whilst mining, so I've removed all those variants from generating. And previously you could only find titanium and crystalline ore here, well yeah, and eggshells because the moon is an egg, duh. But now you can also find polished diorite, andesite and white concrete power. All the way at the centre of the world you'll find a nice touristic spot, the Apollo 11 landing site. The only planet which I haven't really improved yet is Skaro. That's because next update will be focusing on the Daleks and their home planet, among others. Now, don't even bother with this planet now, all the spaceships and slabs are probably bugged, but yeah, for those who haven't seen last update video, all our slabs got improved, but that does mean that all the existing slabs might have moved up or disappeared. Nothing we can do about it, but with this update you can now break them again in survival and place them. Oh, and another bug you might find is that the flight panel is a big pain if you use them at really far coordinates. I was like in the millions of coordinates and it took 6 minutes for me to get back to my TARDIS, so you might want to avoid that for the time being. If you want to learn more about all these small features, the advancement system should guide you a bit towards the cool features, and the entire changelog is in the description of this video. If you're new to the mod, check out the tutorial playlist at the end of the video. And if you're interested in the Dalek mod for the latest versions of Minecraft, subscribe to get notified of our videos, because we occasionally release progress videos on our big project of remaking the entire mod for Minecraft 1.15. We'll also return with Dalek Mod Survival to explore this update. Have fun exploring all the new stuff in the Dalek Mod Exploration update, and comment below on what you like most. Trust me, I read every single one and it makes making these videos worth it. Have fun.
I like that. And I like it. They put some detail to it of like classic Who monsters, new Who monsters, and so I would check this update. And when they had the next update, like talk about like the next update, they 60 maybe whatever. I would react. I would check the video. No, react to it. Check. I got stuff. But anyways, oh yeah. By the way, um, y'all probably wondering this. Okay, this will be the end of my discussion about the Dalek month. This is a new discussion about Waterpad. Y'all realize I not like any new chapter. Reason why is first of all because WandaVision, and I probably like, but you know what? That's I will make a post of that in Waterpad. But another reason why I'm not posting because I'll go do a video gameplay in the channel. And the first video game I'm gonna play is Simulacra 2. You go wonder what about the first one. I already played it, but I don't remember it, and I'm like got some info like could this be in the second Simulacra, but after this I'm gonna finish playing it and that should be it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.